Now, on to the content strategy. Say you have like 3 hours of content. It doesn't matter how you filmed it, either vlogging or photo shoot, or you are actually creating it like this. That one piece of content can easily become one vlog video or a tutorial video. Most people would stop there. They would just get the one piece of content, distribute it, and then they're done. So this is where it can get interesting in repurposing and remixing your content. It's not just, one use. It's used forever. Two ways you can go about it. So the one long tutorial video, vlog video, is one piece of macro content already. Macro content becomes 1 minute plus. Okay, and this is where you can create that one mega piece of content you just created and create another piece of content based out of it. Say you did something like what I just explained, which is doing a Q&A episode. Okay, the one main pillar piece of content would be the entire Q&A episode, and I generally do 6 questions plus that one video. That makes 7 videos. So from that one video I can divide it into 6 pieces of content, and I would be able to distribute that on anything that allows me to share over a minute. So that would be YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So from there, if your audio quality is great, you can get the audio from that piece of content, whether it's the macro versions of the pillar content, whatever it is you want to go with. You can share it through Anchor, and through Anchor it can distribute it to multiple podcast sources: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and wherever else that they distribute podcasts. That's one way to distribute just the audio form from that one place. And the next way of creating macro content is a blog post. And I think there's 2 methods that you can go about this. Is the first one, you can transcribe the audio and make it into a post, or the second method is you write a post leading up to the content and make it available, the actual content available as audio or video. And the people who I think do this really well is Marie Forleo from Marie TV, Lewis Howes from School of Greatness, Tim Ferriss from The Tim Ferriss Show. And you can share this content either on your own personal blog or on LinkedIn or on Medium. Okay, and you can leverage your keywords once you're done transcribing the audio. You can then start inserting the keywords that you have researched. And the next thing you can do is remix it up. So say the piece of audio is really good and parts of the video are good. Remix it up by adding some B-roll from other stock footage or other videos that you filmed before. It can still be the same message, same audio, but the minute you start adding some B-roll into it, it just adds another flavor to it. And even more so when you start adding background music to it. Family is everything. It doesn't necessarily have to be blood. It's the people who love you and care for you no matter what. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you've made, what type of mistakes. Family is everything. It doesn't necessarily have to be blood. It's the people who love you and care for you no matter what. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you've made. What family is everything. It doesn't necessarily have to be blood. It's the people who love you and care for you no matter what. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you've made, what type. So you're starting to see that there's a lot of approaches not just to create your content, but also to maximize it. Alright, so the next thing you can do is create micro content. That's anything, we define that as any piece of content that's under a minute. So you can do a 30-second, 45-second snippet of your pillar content. You can do a 35, 45-second, or 60-second version of remix or a highlight video, like I just mentioned. Add some music, add some B-roll, edit it and make it look epic as F. You can do memes, you can do GIFs, you can do images, you can do inspirational quotes. That's the type of micro content that you can use. All right, so whether it's macro or micro content, you can definitely see how you can use the strategy to distribute to all platforms, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Anchor, iTunes, Vero, whatever it is. You can use this strategy to have such an insane amount of content. There's no reason for you to not be everywhere, because it creates a library of content in just one session. One of our clients that we worked with, we filmed him for a night, and it was a album release party, and from that film session alone we were able to create, I think, 800 to 1,000 pieces of content. Was it redundant? Was it a lot? Probably, but do we have a buffer? Do we have a million ways to be able to distribute that content if we want to schedule it for the next 2 years? Hell yeah, we can. We have so many different versions, it's ridiculous. We can schedule any of that content every 3 months if you wanted to. I mean, people came up with Throwback Thursday, Wayback Wednesday, Flashback Friday for a reason. I mean, you can literally schedule 1 to 2 pieces of content every single day and then add your new stuff on top of what's already scheduled.